Hello, Brigitte. Welcome to Passo del Camino, a project about the Camino Santiago to the Camino Santiago. And it's really a pleasure for me to have you here talking with me. Brigitte is a Dutch pilgrim, and it's really nice that she have accepted my challenge. And thank you so much, Brigitte.
Well, thank you for inviting me, and it's the pleasure is all mine. And so I hope we can have a nice talk, but I think we do. Yeah.
Yes. So, can you explain to us how a Dutch girl finds about the Camino Santiago?
Well, I think I already knew about the Camino already for years, like in books or movies or media. And but it wasn't always something that I was planning to do, but maybe just something that would be nice. Or and then years later, um, was starting. First, I wanted to walk it with my daughter. She's 16 now, and not a complete Camino, but just maybe for a week or something, just for fun and good bonding between a mother and daughter to do together. And but she didn't want to. She said, "No, Mama, you're crazy. I'm not gonna walk so many for so many days." And so, but then the idea just stayed in my head. Yeah, you hear a lot of people saying the Camino is calling, and well, things started to change in my life, and I don't know, midlife crisis, and things I needed to leave behind. And then, yeah, I thought, well, I just have to walk the Camino, and then a few weeks, yeah, do
That
the real Camino. Yeah.
that's amazing. So one before we continue, one question. In 2019, I was walking the Camino Primitivo, is the ancient one,
Yeah.
uh, and in one of that stages, I stopped for a breakfast in in Alberg,
Yeah.
and the Alberg it's owned by a Dutch couple, and one of the things that stick out to my head was the fact they had like this big poster
Yeah.
of a movie,
Yeah. Yeah, I stayed in the same albergue. It's in well, I'm really
Ferreira.
I stayed in the same albergue. It was so nice. Yeah, they had these big posters like from the way, and also Camino is from a Dutch
Yeah,
guy,
yes.
Martin, and I think it also a German from a German movie and a French movie.
But
Yeah,
for me, the Dutch movie, the Camino, yes, that
yeah,
really stick out to my head. I
yeah.
don't know why, but
Have
that's
you
a,
seen him? Have you seen the
no,
movie?
I can't find it.
No, okay. Well,
And
I think it's some you maybe you can see it on YouTube, but
yeah,
it's also a nice one. It's yeah, he's walking the Camino North and filming it all by as a sort of selfie,
yeah,
his whole journey. Yeah,
that's
but
really
I
amazing.
stayed in the same albergue. Yeah,
That's really
it's
amazing.
nice. Yeah, yes, nice. Yeah,
So,
nice people also. Yeah,
yeah, definitely, that was amazing. It was
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Um, so let's go change a little bit the scenery. Um, what was the feeling that you had arriving in Santiago first, and then on to Finisterre?
Well, you must know that for the last day walking to Santiago, it's a bit of a strange day. At least it felt
It
for
is.
me
It
as
is. It is. It is. It's for
and
everyone.
you, yeah, and you feel it. Everybody around you. Some people you see a lot of joy, like the big Spanish families along the way. They're singing, dancing, and but are also people walking solo, and they're a bit. Maybe I felt a bit sad also because it's end of a journey, and I was also very tired, and I had a lot of pain in my legs from just the walking. And so, but when you enter the city, like for my feeling, I was. It takes a lot of time to enter the square or to actually be at the cathedral.
Yeah.
But then you walk a long time in the city itself,
Yeah.
and you
Never. Yeah.
see a lot of pilgrims from everywhere coming, and also saw some people along the way already in Santiago, pilgrims I have had walked with maybe in the first week, and then seeing them there again. But yeah, it was a strange day, and I hope to do the day. I hope I will walk another Camino again, and I probably my feelings will be different then. But it's I think well, it was I was a bit sad. I was feeling a bit alone, and I had pain, and yeah. So then entering the square and seeing the cathedral, and well, it made me cry, and yeah. So it was hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Why you choose to do
Yeah.
this amazing amazing Camino that is the Primitivo, and actually do it this year like 2020. Why?
Well, why? Well, I think first of all the Primitivo, because then when I already had it in my head, and this was before COVID um, appeared in the world, just a couple of months before that, I already planned. So I have 3 weeks in the summer, and I want to walk the Camino. And I asked somebody. I think it was in one of the Camino Facebook groups from. So I have 3 weeks. Which Camino should I walk? And I didn't want to walk the Camino Frances because I knew I couldn't make it complete.
Yeah.
So I had to start somewhere halfway, and or not arriving in Santiago. So I didn't want that. And somebody just suggested, well, why don't you do the Primitivo? And I started reading about it, and they said it's well, the most beautiful one, it's the hardest one, it's the original way. And I thought, well, yeah, it sounded just perfect, and it was. Yeah, I think
It really was.
it's
It's amazing.
so beautiful. It's really amazing. Yeah.
So, following, thank you so much. For me, it was really special to walk the Primitivo in 2019. I had such an amazing blast. I don't know. I met so amazing pilgrims. I made friendship with a lot of them, and the views, the sightseeing. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
for me it was so special.
Yeah.
Um, so, out of question. Out of question. If you can turn back time and go back to your best moments on the Camino, Which moment you choose?
Oh, well, there were a lot of moments when you already mentioned that the sightseeing on the Primitivo, some views from the mountains, or they were so great that I was thinking, is this real? Am I really here? And it's so beautiful. But also meeting people and being in places, and yeah, there's so many things. And then afterwards, when you come home, when you are walking there and from day to day, and then when you come home, you maybe forget uh, a lot, a lot of small things.
Yeah.
But then I took a really, really a lot of pictures, and I scroll them to my phone every now and then, and remembering the days, and from the first day to the last day, and the feelings. And yeah, but
Yeah.
there's so many things, because every day was a new day, and every day you meet different people, and you end up in a different algae. And yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, it was so much fun. Because I must tell you, I brought a tent with me at first, a little tent, and a sleeping mattress, and sleeping bag. And
Yeah.
but it was all, my backpack was too heavy, and I didn't really train. I did train of walking, long distance walking, but not with a
The backpack.
backpack.
Yeah.
And here in Holland, we don't have any mountains,
Yeah, I know.
so
I know.
so it's yeah. So it wasn't really used to um, walking with a backpack and walking in the mountains. And the first couple of days, I really had, yeah, it was hard, really hard. So and I thought, well, that tent, I'm never gonna use it, because I don't want to sleep in a tent somewhere along the way, because the albergues were too much fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see sometimes you see the same pilgrims, which are, yeah, almost a joy to see them again. It's like your Camino family, your friends, and then also meeting new ones. So yeah.
That's really amazing. You know, on my first Camino, I have done it by bicycle, and from my hometown here in Portugal to Santiago are more or less 200 kilometers. So I decided to go to Santiago and came back on a bike. So it was like a week on the Camino. And one of the times in the place, it's Valença Domingo. It's on the border between Portugal and Spain on the Portuguese Camino. On the way back, I stopped there to stay in albergue, to sleep in albergue, and there was like 20 pilgrims on that place, and there was like this a Brazilian guy that talking to me. He asked me, "Do you know I have an idea? I want to do dinner for all of these pilgrims. Can you talk to them? Because he didn't speak English, and I do, and I speak Spanish too. So I talk to everyone. Everyone accept. Everyone is like give it 3 years, 2 years to 3 heroes. So we went to me and the Brazilian guy went to buy the groceries and then came back and cooked for everyone over, and it was
That's
like
nice.
20 people for all over the world, from Brazil, from Portugal, from
Yeah.
Germany, from Spain, from Australia, from Hungary. I don't know, from Dutch. There were like Dutch there too. I don't know. so amazing. Have like this
Yeah,
meal with this dinner with all of the pilgrims was so special, and
yeah.
it was one of my favorite moments ever on the Camino, and that's why I want to ask if you now, if you can share with us some moments, some stories of your Camino that stick out to you that you like to live, please.
Well, something to tell you about my very first day. I arrived. Um, my flight was into Madrid, and then I took a train and a bus to Oviedo. And in Oviedo, I just booked just a regular hotel, so not a hostel or
Yeah,
an albergue, just a regular hotel. And I didn't see any pilgrims there, and arrived late. And the next morning, I started on my first walk to Grado. And the first couple of days, I only did it with the little book. So no app on my phone, but all with the book. And so in Oviedo, it was still dark,
yeah,
and I didn't see anybody. Didn't see any other people walking with backpacks, pilgrims. No one.
yeah.
And I found the way to start from Oviedo to Grado, and after half the day of walking, I just stopped in a village, small village, and I had something to eat there. There was a little chapel. I don't know the name of the little village anymore, but there was a little chapel, and
Maybe
you
it's
can,
maybe Sclampero.
yeah, you can get a stamp there.
Sclampero, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
it's ex Sclampero.
Okay. And then you walk out of the village and then into the forest
Yeah,
again.
yeah, that is.
And just walking out of the village, I had not, but I had a strange encounter with a man guy there. It was really awkward and not fun, but okay. I walked on, and it did give me, I was alone. I hadn't seen anyone already for the morning I left in the hotel, not anyone walking with me. And just suddenly, I had a really, an unheimisch feeling. Do you understand what I
Yes,
mean
yes,
by
yes.
that? And it wasn't feeling good at all. And I was thinking, well, I'm alone. What if somebody, what is something happening? Does anyone know where I am? And I kept looking back behind me. Is the man following me, or is he still there? And before I left in Holland, of course, there were people saying, "Are you going to do that all alone? And are you not scared?" But it wasn't really something I thought about first. And I was angry at myself at that moment that it made me scared, because I didn't want to feel afraid. And a friend of mine gave me a little red Swiss pocket
Yeah.
knife before before I left, and it was somewhere in my backpack. So I know I stopped there and took off my backpack and searched for the knife and put it somewhere close by, and just started walking. And then I passed another village, and there were two Spanish guys with no backpack, and also walking, and I passed them, and later on they were walking behind me. And I know then I was thinking, well, they don't have any backpacks. Are they pilgrims? What are they doing? And in Grado, I went to the Albergue Quintana.
Quintana, yes.
Yeah. And actually, it was almost full. There were a lot of pilgrims, and they all walked the same way I did that day, but I just didn't see them. So, and also the two Spanish guys, men who were walking behind me with no backpacks, they were also staying there, and just their backpacks were with a car. And then I just knew that although I was walking alone, I and I didn't feel there wasn't a moment in the rest of my Camino that I felt unsafe or scared or and I really felt like the Camino, the way, was protecting you, the pilgrims, and yeah.
That's really amazing, really
Yeah.
amazing. So Brigitte, if you have to choose one stage to walk every day, which stage you choose?
Oh, Tineo Samblissimo.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah. And of
That's
course
really,
the Hospitalis, but out of Tineo, I felt
no,
it was
that is just amazing, believe me.
yeah, the
Hospital is,
most,
it's unbelievable, but the
yeah,
stage is really too beautiful.
yeah.
At the end, but at the end of the Camino, what was the best thing that you took home?
Oh, well, most of all, the feeling of freedom. Like you walk there and yeah, you just walk. You don't need so many things. It's all in your backpack. And I realized that actually you can walk the world around the world if you want to, if you have the time. And so that was most of all. And knowing that it's not all that's hard to do. It's just pack your bags and start walking. And yeah. And
That's really,
I don't speak Spanish.
yeah.
So, but it wasn't a problem at all. Well, I speak Spanish enough to call an albergue and ask for a room. Is it possible to make reservation for a room? But that's all. But no, but it was so. I felt so free just walking there, and there's no rush. There's no you don't have to do anything. You just you just walk, and that's all, and enjoy the beautiful sight. Yeah.
That's really amazing. I remember when the Primitivo joins the French Camino in Melilla. We stayed there. I started solo, but I met like these two amazing persons, two Spanish, one Spanish girl and one Spanish guy, from really different ages, but it was so amazing. So we went in Melilla to eat the octopus that is famous over there. And after eating the octopus, after drinking some wine, all of we the three, we are like a bit drunk, we're a bit drunk, but they were like this. I don't know, like this stage, because there were times when there were like some parties around there. Uh, they were like this stage, so I and this girl went up to the stage and start to dancing at the sound of like this Spanish song dedicated to the Camino, and this moment, and the old guy that was filming us with dancing at the time, laughing, and I don't know, it was so special this moment,
Yeah.
um, and that's why it's part of it. But that's why the Camino is so special for me. Why the Camino is so special for you right now?
Well, I think what you are telling is because the Camino Santiago is also famous, well known for making connection with
Yeah,
people. Um, and it's part of the walking. It's not just the walking. It's not just a nice walk, but it's also everything around it.
around it, definitely.
Yeah, the meeting of the people, staying together in the albergues, eating together, and I think, of course, because I was walking last year, there were a little. It was really quiet, and I have stayed in albergues where I was maybe sometimes the only one or just a couple of ones, but we were also in the um, well, a group of pilgrims who were a bit in the same flow. Hey,
Yeah,
you meet up every now and then, and you see them in the same town, and maybe again in the same albergue, and the connection you feel, and also with everybody you meet along the way. Where are you going? When did you start? Where are you from? Yeah, it's so special
it is. It is.
because I think yeah, you just feel it. It just friends instantly. So much more than when you
On
meet.
our, yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
It's so it's so nice. I don't know. It's like in our normal life, in our daily life, we struggle to meet other persons to and even to tell some things to our friends. But on the
yeah,
Camino, I don't know. It's so easy to make friendship, and not just that. So easy to talk about everything
yeah,
with these pilgrims. With I don't know.
yeah,
For me, it's really special.
yeah.
Um, so, Bridget, we are almost finishing here, but before that, one last question. Uh, what can you say to someone who never walked the Camino?
Oh, well, yeah, I read a lot on the Facebook groups, and maybe you do also, like people saying from, I want to do the Camino once, or maybe I hope to do the Camino once in my life, or maybe in a couple of years. And um, it's so easy. Just book a flight, pack your bags, and go. And it's an amazing uh, experience. I think it's for everybody. Uh, People go for all different reasons, like religious, spiritual, or just uh, physical achievement. But I think it will amaze everybody. Uh,
Definitely, the Camino is.
yeah,
It's like you said. It's for everyone. Everyone can do
yeah,
it for all different reasons, but
yeah,
uh, and for all different kinds of religions, from different kinds of I don't know, all of from all over the place, for
yeah,
different ideologies. ideologies or from different religions too. So it's something like a pilgrimage, a spiritual pilgrimage that is open for all.
Yeah, yeah, it's nicely said. Yeah, it's yeah, you're right.
So, Bridget, we finish. We already finished. But before you go, one last thing about me. Thank you so much for doing this for doing this with me. Anything you need, please just know me. And please, if you have the opportunity to come back to Portugal to do a Camino or so, please let me know. I'll be glad
Yeah.
to help you and maybe to pay something. I don't know what you need. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for inviting me, and yeah, I hope to do the Camino Portuguese soon when it's all possible again. So yeah, maybe we meet in real life. Yes.